All right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Trash Trades. You already know it's
More
me.
energy.
It's me with the introduction. It's your boy Joe Pesci from Another Life, aka Luca, and
Mm.
along with a nice cutie bear called BJ. And
Hi.
yeah, we're
Hi, I'm here, guys. We're back, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Joe Pesci's pretty actually accurate because
yeah.
he's probably only a couple inches taller than you, and
Wow,
but not quite as cute.
wow,
And
wow.
he's got a stronger right hand.
I thought I was taller than Joe Pesci. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, that's yet to be seen. We're probably gonna need to collect the evidence.
Yeah, we gotta collect the evidence here, right? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, anyway, we're hopping back with another trade. We talked about how we're kind of switching back the prompts of the episodes, and how we're gonna be expanding one trade per episode, so it's gonna cut down some of the time. So
Yeah. Well,
VJ's gonna
before we get
bless
to that,
us.
I'm gonna bless you, but we got a couple things we gotta get to. First of all, it's super trying times in the world, so you know we appreciate that you guys are here. It's pretty fucked out there. Anyone who's in these war torn areas and all this shit, like we're not gonna make the show about it or anything. 'Cause, we're here to do our thing and hopefully take us away from that. But it's got to be noted that shit's fucked, and the markets are probably reacting accordingly. Those of us that are lucky to trade should be happy that we are and understand that we might be going through some stuff through our trashy trades. They're nothing like the problems that a lot of people are dealing with just daily, especially during these times, but even in general. So, you know, take everything with a grain of salt and
Absolutely,
pat you on the back for doing well enough to at least be able to trade, because that itself is a form of success. So we have this opportunity.
absolutely. And
Um,
before we hop in, I just wanna note that we had again. You know us how we're at. We're
this is the second thing. Perfect. Yeah, go.
Yeah,
Hit
we're
it.
we're 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 getting the hang of posting these episodes. I think that's the best way to describe it. Unfortunately,
Sorta.
a file got corrupted. Maybe it got deleted. It was lost. It was whatever. Maybe it's still on my computer. I don't know.
Devastating.
But anyway,
Devastating.
unfortunately, episode
An
11,
excellent show.
a great show, is sadly and unfortunately lost, and we renamed the
Forever.
episodes. So you can kind of tell how.
No, we didn't rename it. We didn't rename it. We renamed episode 12 into
Yeah,
episode
exactly,
11.
exactly.
Episode 11 was some magic that, listen, like, you could just hear me and Lucas get in our groove. I
We were
mean,
there.
nothing touchy feely, nothing,
Oh yeah.
Mr. Milwani style, nothing that Roshan would be into, but, or, would be, happy to participate in. But, we were getting in our groove and things were moving nicely. Most of the yelling fits have seemed to dissipate pretty well, and
Yeah.
we're right on track with everything. And right as we're getting the groove, and definitely, things are getting hot and heavy, it's gone, man.
Yeah.
You could only see and hear like half the audio, and it just didn't make sense. And yeah, it's fine. It's bound to happen sometimes. We didn't catch it because
Absolutely.
we're some legends, but
Yeah.
here.
Just I think it's good to make people aware, just to notice. We gotta confess to these mistakes. But yeah, we're getting better. We're getting the hang of it. We're getting the groove of it. But yeah, we're back with this stellar episode, and yeah, there's nothing else except to roll the intro.
Order filled.
Little segue
I
there,
was
little Luke
wow. I
compare.
think that you know what. I'm not gonna toot my own horn. Go ahead, BJ.
Well, the one of the reasons why it worked out really well is that the other person involved didn't block the nice thing. He heard it. He was ready. He was about to pounce. But when it got thrown in there, he said, "Excellent,"
Yeah,
instead
mate.
of.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so this is my fucking trash trade. I did this yesterday. So we got some like nice. Topstep has been nice enough to bless us with some like free codes and this and that. So I'm trading pretty heavy on an account, which I normally wouldn't. I'm on a 150K Topstep account. Oh, Luca, I got an affiliate link, so we can make
Wow.
some money off of it. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so we could post that in the show links and get a little Skrilla if some
Wow.
shit
The
starts to come through.
first this is the first time I've ever heard about this. Absolutely, we could
Bro,
definitely do that shit.
I completely forgot about it, but here we are talking about it on the show. So like,
Is this for Top Step?
fuck it. Yeah, that's for Top Set.
Okay.
Because we got Apex ones, which we could post those as well. And we should.
Yes.
Remember,
Yes.
we got to put descriptions and shit. Guys, we're I don't know. We're going into show shit. Let's fucking get back to the shit. Anyway, I'm trading on an account I got for free, and the last one that I got for free, it was like a distraction from my plan. I didn't like it. But this time I was decided, okay, I'm gonna pass or fail him quickly. I'm not gonna trade him steady, as I think people should, especially in the beginning. Um, and so I was like, I will go ahead and trade this much heavier. I'm going to pass and fail it faster. So I made a mistake with the 150K. Really, I should have done the 50Ks, which I have another one of to do. But I'm just trading the 150 now. And I've been trading it with rather than like the 2 to 3 micros I normally do. I've been trading this with like 3 to 5 minis, depending if I'm on like yes, or if I'm on NQ.
Mm.
And NQ even yesterday, I was trading with like 5 minis at certain times. This trade right here, I did with 5 minis. Now, yesterday and the day before, I had a nice like little handle on price. Thank you, fuck six, and it like my trades were going pretty well. I forget. I think I took something like longs here, something like that. Like I forget, and like I've been learning and trading inversion fair value gaps more.
Mm.
And I was looking at this 5 minute inversion. And like I'd spotted it. I was sort of going to be done. Like it's already like 10. I woke up early. Remember? You saw me messaging you, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to go to bed. So I was up like already at this time. Played some of these longs. Did some stuff. Could have been done. Had some nice gains. Playing with like 3 to 5 minis. Learning to like let the plays actually play. I think I might even gotten shorts here. Took out these highs. Yeah, I did. That's why I think I even have this marked. So like, yeah, here's like an inversion fair value entry shorts. I already got now, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already made some money. Anyway, back to this 5. I'm like, oh, look at this fair value gap inversion. Haven't played it. Like, this is good, looking good to short again. Well, that's what I should have been thinking. I was thinking this, and I was like, let's see the reaction here. And this is how the trade goes. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just looking more at the gap than anything. Ooh, the
I see those
reaction
equal
there.
lows
Right?
formed.
Yeah, you're seeing these equal lows. You're seeing stuff that like matters, right? You're seeing equal lows. This is on the 5 too. You can look at this on the 1. This price
Ooh.
action goes quickly, but watch it on the 5. Like it's a 5 minute inversion fair value gap. Once the reaction here happens, I'll move down to the 1 so we can see how this goes. But for some reason, as you can see, I end up looking to long. Classic. Because this happens. Right? Everything's like, okay, indication of short. This happened. Now this is a fair value inversion fair value gap that gets inverted. Oh shit. Secret sign to long. We come back into here. This is where, So one thing that's nice is I did stay very disciplined to wait for this, and then was going to stop out if the 5 minute fair value gap got reinverted. We'll go to the 1 minute from here. So here we are. I get tagged in. We Gucci, baby. Okay. This is just the high. This is supposed to be a scalp. This trade is like 9 points. Really, my stop is like technically here. So it makes sense, but it's not really. Should have probably had it here. But because of the 5, I didn't really have like extra structures to base on. So I was like, do I put it
No.
here?
No.
That's how this fair
I
value
mean,
gap. Yes. Yeah.
Mika,
No. Yes.
if you're entering
Yes.
on like a 1 minute bias, a little scalp, that stop has got to be on a 1 minute.
Yeah, but this is a 5 minute bias. This is where it gets tricky.
Yeah. Oh, that is bad.
Okay. So I'm green, but boy, it's not cutting because like this is a good entry. Everything's all good. And oh, by the way, 5 minis and Q. By the way, this thing right here is an estimate. It's sort of wrong. I think it's more like, yeah, it's this. Because by the way, I'm bright green, thousands, up thousands on like 2 or 3 trades, several thousand. Uh, Actually, remember I started red because I took a play and ended up being right because I went too heavy, and then I re-entered 2 minutes later with 3 minis rather than 5 and made all the money back plus more. Then I took another trade and was green. So that's how green these trades ended up going. And how patient I was with the minis, you know what I'm saying? And fucking this is pissing me off. Why is this even happening?
We're getting
I'm
some
gonna have to
cameos
figure
all
out.
over the place. I see.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what? It'll help, I guess. The randomness of the show, fucking pieces of shit. The marketing guy himself, the legend, one of our mentors and teachers, and also classic. Anyway, here we go. So the rule is with inversions, the way that the RR work is like you want this to be invalidated on a close of this 5 minute. But I'll tell you why this trade is so terrible. I realized it like 2 minutes later. So close to the TP I wanted as well. I am up like 21 points, just chilling. Didn't even take one trim. I was anticipating a trick. Also,
Oh my
ES.
god.
Yeah, ES, by the way, this is what's terrible about it. I had already mentioned why it was tricky. ES was doing this. This is the same time. 11. 11. And I was like, oh, I think it's going to sweep these and then come down. I'm playing the liquidity sweep. Just should have just played the shorts. Like these are like swept these high. Swept like I was so on point knowing these were going to go. Remember we were playing longs, like all this shit
Yeah.
from like just like the day before. Knew we were going to come up and take these highs. Had played like a lot of this, and just sort of lost it and just ignored this clear breaker fair value gap situation, order block, all this to short. And I saw this, and rather than shorting lovely ES,
Lovely
I
sweet
decided to
ES.
go with the new sexy, the inversion fair value gap. And I'll tell you how I even played that wrong. And I refused to, I was so, it even gave me the out. 5 minis. How much do you think that is right there? At 21 points. It's enough.
It's enough
Especially when
money.
you're up. Yeah.
But that
But I'm
stop
disciplined.
has to be moved up. I don't think.
Oh, well, but this is the thing. My stop is technically here. I didn't
Yeah.
have a backup. With inversions, I realized you need a backup one, and really it should be here. But I sort of panicked for a couple seconds, and I was like, oh, maybe the break, halfway the break, and then it got a little. Let's show everybody. I'm gonna say it's about here. Let's watch it break down. Okay. Okay, 5 minute fair value gap close. That's how we get out, guys. Let's take a look at how this is. Everything's looking good. 1 minute order block holding up. We fucking gravy. We fucking gravy, dude. We absolutely gravy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now
5 minute
out
close?
straight away. Has got to be out. You've got to be out.
5 minute close? Should have been. Should have been. But I'm trying to be disciplined, okay? Remember that one trade where but I was much stronger on my bias. And I played that appropriately. Where I had that 5 minute candle, I have to wick crazy. And so I'm like, okay, I might have to wick to here. I guess I won't stop out till here. I'm already fucking up because this is bad. I didn't really know what to do. And this is the first minute of the 5 minute candle.
Oh my god.
Right? This is the second minute. Let's go to third minute.
Fourth. Keep going.
I'm out. I'm
Oh.
out. I'm out here. I realize I've obviously fucked this up, and this is just too much. And I take about 33 points, 30 some points in drawdown with 5 minis. I give up most of my gains. I go down like 1,000. I end up trading back green, but I should have been up like $5,000 if it wasn't for like how much is that math? Let's do the math because I honestly I couldn't tell because I was up and then I went and I just like wow that scooped them and put me down. So let's see, it was like 30. We'll just say 32 points times 20 times 5. Yeah, 3,200.
Wow.
So it was pretty close to what I could lose in a day, and then I made it back.
BJ,
It
can
probably was
I
just like just short of it.
can
And
I
so this
comment
is
on
this
that?
is no, yeah. This I'll well, let me explain
Yeah, go for it.
why
Go
this
for it.
trade failed, and then let me explain. Like first of all, the stop should have been here. This is a secondary structure. Yeah, that's ideal, but this is like crazy. I should have been out earlier. Like this trade doesn't even make sense with this RR. Okay, even though I know ICT is doing like his son's model is a little bit different. This is a terrible fucking trade. The main reason why this fails, inversion should be done. Entry should be done after sweep of major liquidity. So this, okay, and look at this is where we get a little teachy, but like give me a second, then I'll look to hear what you're saying. So this guy, okay, this gap inverting, we'll change the color to fucking, okay, inverting, and then here is a good short to here, okay, which it does that, okay, it swept the highs, okay. It has given you something for some reason. If you didn't get there, this inverting on the 5, this retapping the 5. You see it right here, Luca?
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
This inverting on the 5, this retapping the 5 is a good short, definitely to here, and certainly pretty good to here, right? It's just these are just like they're not the best, but like it have to reinvert this, so maybe the R is not the best, but like most of the time these work. Like they're powered by the sweep. What the fuck is this? Is this a sweep to you? Is this a or even is this a interaction with a higher time frame PD array, like a okay, we're looking on the 5 minute, like let's go say like a hourly or a 4 hour fair value gap or order block. No, this is nothing. So what the fuck did I give a fuck about an inversion of this gap here and think that it was going to power to here? Why? If it did, it was lucky. It got lucky to even get to 20 line. It pretty much just wicked the CE, the half of this, grabbed the stops over here, and said, see ya. Doesn't need that. Could have got it, but like, what the fuck? That was a thing. And then I mismanaged that. And essentially, like, I would have passed the account probably. But now I'm like sitting at break even. Or actually, like, negative 700 or something.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And like, okay. That's fine. I do it. But like, this is a terrible trade idea, and it was flawed in every way. Not sufficient sweep. Not a real sweep. This is not a sweep. This is a sweep. Okay? It digs into it. That's a 5 minute sweep. See on the 1 minute, it's in there. Okay? Stays there. It jacks it. It might come back. It sets up relatively equal highs, which I think will get taken. But that's enough to power, even this sort of like to go down. Or maybe you find something on the 3 minute. Yeah, where it's solid like this. So yeah, here. You get in here. You aim for here.
Yeah,
The entry.
no, I gotcha.
343. That's 30 points. Here you go. You take these out. That's 40 points. Just quick scalp. But this is ass. Yeah, it's a minor sweep. But come on, man. We're going to have to probably take these guys out.
Yeah.
Something crazy. It's very flawed. I understood within literally as soon as I came back and looked at this like 2 minutes later, I was like, what the fuck? I did this? Oh my God. I just like fell in love with the idea of a trade technique, an entry technique that I'm learning and I've started to get, but
Yeah.
this is playing it completely wrong. I just saw it and was like, let's play it. It's like the old school Luca tactic. Like, oh, if it's there, we play it. Like, regardless of anything else that might happen or whatever. Like, oh, it's in there. Like swimmer. And look at this. Like, I'm over here trying to play inversions. Like, here's a fucking good fair value gap. Interesting how on the 5 minute, like the bodies get held under that. it's a 1 minute fair value gap, so it's not that strong. But like obviously, there is some confluence to like this whole thing being fucking held there. It's interesting. The
Yeah.
wicks definitely.
No, you're right.
So like you can even look at this. Like this is like crazy.
Oh, I
Like
do.
the
No, I
bot. Like,
understand.
are you kidding? Like it's just like, and I was longing. That's pretty sexy. Very fucking retarded.
BJ, you
All
mind
right,
you mind if I comment just before we finish up?
please tell me.
If you go on the 1 minute real quick. Um, so this is VJ's very fatal flaw in this trade,
Let's
and
hear it.
I'm not claiming to be innocent because I do this all the time, but I really think that as soon as you start moving your stop down, so
Yep, yep, yep.
if
You're
you
done.
can you move your stop just right back up to that high where it's supposed to be on the 1 minute? If that starts to break down, it is so much better. It's so much more probable that a massive move is going to happen. So you can just cut and re-enter if you need to, but you
Yeah,
have to cut and you cannot eat all of that, especially because BJ, he also traded against liquidity. There was those equal lows it was going to gravitate to at the end of the day. So not having the stop or a very tight stop on that trade, it literally can turn around on you in a couple seconds. And
yeah.
in
This is bad. Like everything you said, I completely agree with. Honestly, like my problem was this was my only stop idea, and these stop ideas are, I wouldn't say risky. Like they could be tight and they make the sense of the trade, and they usually work and they should work fast. However, they're powered by a powerful liquidity sweep. This is not that. Okay, this might be a slow, like change of structure. Maybe this fair value gap is like holding everything, or there's something in here. This order block. Okay, this is like very minor. This is not something like even this like hourly, like all these things that are holding us up. These are more important. The reactions here make some sense. Okay, you see this like this existed and the price came down twice today. It's a bounce. And so it's like, okay, that's interesting. But to look at the same time frame and be like, yeah, we didn't even take out even this major low. This is good enough to fucking run us out of here. No, that's a fallacy.
yeah,
You wanted that,
as
and
soon as
it's
you
not going to give you that.
as soon as you start to kind of be malleable with your stop loss and say, oh well, technically on the 5 minute, oh well, as soon as you start making excuses for yourself, it's just an environment ripe for you to
Yeah,
lose yourself and for
yeah.
it to go
I I
wrong.
I asked my boy, like this guy. He has way more time, like like a year and a half of trading SMC, like 3 to 5 years in the market in general. And I asked him, I'm like, what do I do about this? Like, if in the first minute or two it's blasting past this area and looks like it's absolutely going to kill. Because I was just trying to be disciplined.
Yeah,
I wanted to stop here. I just didn't know what to do. Until here, by the sheer size of the loss, I was just like, fuck it. And then looked, and I was like, damn. Up 3 Gs, down one now. Shit. And like, so the thing is, what it is and what he told me is like you essentially need a secondary hard stop. This is a malleable stop where you're looking for a close and you can see us play in this level. If this shit comes and hits this, the likeliness is going to come down, just like you were saying. But
yeah,
I
for
just
sure.
didn't know what to do, and for like 2 or 3 seconds, like I'm over here looking at this, and then I see this, and then I'm like, okay, now we're in this like weird breaker zone that you can maybe establish like on the 5. Like, what do I do? Do you know what I'm saying? Like essentially the candle's here on the 5, and I'm like, oh my god, last thing of defense, and then you know.
Yeah, I think
Like no, it didn't go
keep playing it,
anywhere.
keep playing it. I'm sure it took those equal lows. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah,
Look at this. Look at this. You want to see something funny? Like you can consider this a semi-major sweep because it took this. This is a rejection block, which this essentially stops on the candle bodies too. But like, let's say you take this, it's a 5 minute. Okay, here's a 3 drives pattern. What's that? It's like it went up, it went up, and went again. That's essentially building up liquidity on the way to a level. It doesn't always need to take it right here. 3 drives.
I agree.
One,
I agree.
2, 3. It's a very classic thing, and it's like essentially building the pattern. So you notice that. Let's say you notice that.
The stop has to be solid.
Stop has to be solid. But look at this. Here's an inversion fair value gap. It inverts. It gives you entries for 10 minutes. And then it goes to the thing. Like the exact thing I wanted to do,
Exactly.
but a real one.
Yeah.
Not one that I was just like, oh, that would be so sexy if it, yeah, it would be. But it, it's not.
BJ, just to conclude this episode, I feel like,
Yeah, man.
just for the lesson learned, I feel like we should kind of have a little conclusion lesson learned at the end of the episodes. It helps like summarize it.
Do it.
But I think, yeah, honestly, as soon as I saw that trade and the risk to reward, I knew that there was something wrong with the stop. And
Yeah, it was so bad.
Not honoring your stop, especially in a time where it's so likely you're trading against the liquidity. You're trying to, scalp your way into a super substantial area that can have some big consequences. It's very easy to be tied up into a position. And again, you can see how those equal lows started to grab price, and saying we started to escalate downwards. But I think VJ's fatal mistake was just not honoring a stop, and he should have had a stop loss for the time frame that he was using, the time frame he entered it in.
Luckily, I'll tell you this. This occurred when I realized I was offsides. And I did enter shorts somewhere in here. I made back most of the stuff to here. But still, that whole loss, like, if I just did that on top of what I did, I mean, what the fuck? Like, I ended the day green from being down 2,000 to start, and then shoot myself in the foot by 1,000, and then coming by 3,000, and then coming back again. And so I was like, wow, I made like almost 6 G's. Whoops.
Yeah.
6 G's, and I came out with 600. Pretty good job, man. Look at this. This is a great trade, even here. But I saw this.
Exactly.
I was and I just got so like
you got
focused on this thing.
Yeah, you got too emotionally like.
I got excited about the idea that something like sexy. Like, remember what I told you, like, in
with
chess.
the inversion. I got you.
Yeah, we'll end it with this. Like, remember I told you in chess, like, everyone, especially rookies, like, they get very attracted to sexy wins, sacrifices, like these brilliant moves. They're looking at like Kasparov and like all these like super excellent attacking masters, Carlsen, and it's like the thing is like you don't want to ever do that really. What you want to do is you want the simplest, easiest win, where there's no way that they can do it, and there's like no, because the more brilliant and more sexy you try to go, the more you allow for problems. Like everyone who tries to catch a knife, right? Call the tops, call the bottoms. They end up eating the most shit, right? They're going for the sexiest possible entry, and they just keep fucking it up, right? And so it's the same way. You want to go for the for sure win. Stop trying to catch the knife. Allow it to break structure and show you. Allow it to break structure short. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it do something. You don't need all of it. You just need the things that are guaranteed. That's very much will help you avoid trash trades for sure. Rather than like see something flashy, see a new technique, and you're like, oh, okay, I got to do it. Like inversion fair value gap techniques, I learned a lot from Dodgy. I'll shout him out here. We could even post his channel on a link if we want. You know what I'm saying? but like he's like the king of these things, and they're like very good for scalps and things like this, Luca. Like it might be something you like and maybe you see, but they have to be powered by a sweep, and there's certain rules. There's very strong criteria, and I do find it to be like interesting, like little way to grab like some extra points, and maybe to grab a lot of points. But once you see something flashy and shiny, don't let it stray you from your main strategy. Like your strategy, the ones that you've honed, that's what you've been trading. You got to back test this. You got to do this. Certainly, if you traded, like obviously, like needed to back test it more. I was a little sloppy with back testing it, and like so I eat shit and lose
Yeah.
$3,000 in gains, and I deserve that.
Yeah,
And
and guess
let it
what?
be a lesson.
It's gonna be a trash trade, and at the end of the day, we're gonna be kind of teaching on really the mistakes you made in that trade, and we'll move on. But yeah, let's conclude the episode there. We're 30-ish minutes in.
Yeah,
Um,
done.
so yeah, hit up the socials. We've launched on the socials, so we got the links on our YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. So you'll see some clips maybe floating around if you hit the subscribe button. If you're kind
Yeah, we'd
enough to
really
us.
appreciate it. Yeah, any help you guys
And comment.
can
Where's
give
all
us.
the fucking comments? I see you
Yeah,
guys watching, but
comments.
no
We see
fucking
Levi. We see
comment.
Levi.
We see Levi. We see Levi. We do. We do.
Yeah, but we could use some more love.
We exactly. But
Fuck it.
listen, we'll
We're selling out. We're selling out right now, guys. Fuck it.
exactly. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. And yeah, for now that's the end of the episode.
All right, love you guys. Thank you.